Good morning. We are discussing a very new topic in this episode, signature. You know, since the beginning of the history of man, there has been many innovations in each and every time. Even every human being during their lifetime, they will do something recognizable. Miraculously, someone will do something great innovations. All the notable innovations or notable findings during the lifetime is generally called signature. Everyone should have their own signature in their life. That is a mandatory law of nature. In this episode, we are referring all the signature made by many eminent personalities throughout the generations, throughout the history, has been correct or not. In this episode, we are referring a particular case about the medical science, the medical innovations. Very recently, not just very recent, but a couple of years back, I was noted a wonderful application of application terminology to treat the snake bite process in Gulu Hospital of Uganda. Since the ancient time of the universe, man has been learned to implement all the systems and technologies conceived from the nature. Right now, we know for snake bite and curing and treating for the snake venom process, just we are using anti-venom. But in Uganda, especially the Gulu Hospital, that is a most modern multi-speciality hospital practicing absolutely modern medical system, especially Western medical system. Just by the year of 2012, there has been attended 108 snake bite case. 90% of all those cases has been very critical condition. But all those things administered by the eminent medical personalities who is qualified medical doctors having postgraduate degree in medical science, surgical science, and even doctoral and postdoctoral medical degrees also with them, and just always they used to treat the snake venom treatment after the snake bite. They are only using black stone. Black stone is a natural property, just digging from the earth itself in almost Africa. The African peoples traditionally using many things for protecting themselves and protecting their lives and natural calamities, natural enmity, crisis management, all those things. But the miraculous is that just we always respect ourselves. Our system of modern medicine is the most unbreakable thing, and there is no substitute in the world. But we have to not to be blind in this aspect of where the Gulu International Hospital used black stone to treat for snake bites, especially cobra bites. Just it is a fundamental experiment and experience. That is not really an experiment. They don't want any experiments because they live in it such a wonderful technology and they are prominent in that one. So just to see, we have to go through that. And similarly, I was noticed a few more cases. Just basically, I am an Indian, that you know perfectly. And I am belonging from Kerala itself. Just one of my village actually, just very familiar about to solve the snake venom, means neutralizing the toxication of venom by biting of snakes. there are two places in Kerala, according to my knowledge. One is very familiar. One of the temple, one of a temple is called Achengovil Ayyappa temple. Just according to my information, my personal research and personal follow-up, maybe more than a 10-year record. Just I understand myself that every week at least one snake bite is going over there nearby the temple within a radius of 40 kilometers. That is the middle of the forest. Have no other just reaching destinations of hospital, nothing else. But actually, after happening a snake bite, people used to bring them into the nearby hospital, and of course, just using some water of the well, which is flowing from the place of the temple itself, curing the neutralizing the snake. And that's one another important information to me. Then, just miraculously, many of the newspaper was reported that I seen even before reporting of that such thing. My innovation and my research attitude and academic interest has been there behind the topic that neutralizing the spider venom. Just there is a temple in Pathanamthitta district of the Kerala state in South India called the Chelandiambalam. Means the word itself in Malayalam talking about the temple for spider. There is a well called Chilandikana. That is a well called itself. The water using the well itself neutralizing the spider venom. And any of the skin diseases or surrounding associated problems in the human skins or human body by the toxins of the spider can be normalized or neutralized by using this water of this spider temple. And these three incidents, means first incident I told you that just Gulu Hospital, Gulu most modern medical hospital in Africa, Uganda, is permanently using blackstone for neutralizing snake venom. That is the first thing. And the second thing is that the Achengovil temple and its water from the temple well is using for neutralizing snake bites and snake venom in India, especially in South India, located near the Pathanamthitta district, and there is one of the pilgrimage place of Kerala is also using. The third one is neutralizing and normalizing spider venom is also in Pathanamthitta district. When we are taking these cases as an analytical case for using natural properties to normalizing the toxins of attack by the snakes and spider and such toxin animals and something like can be normalized using this situation. So we have to think what are the chemical substance contained this water and chemical substance actions and its reactions on the blackstone and such properties. Definitely, just we have to respect the modern medical system and anti-venom application against the snake bite and the snake venom, of course. But we don't forget or we cannot irrespectively consider the system which is available from the nature. Just this is not my way of topic and my topic which I intended to talk about the wrong nature. Just recently I gone through the chronology of the innovations of medical science since ancient ages. Just we know perfectly that the founder of the Western medical system is Hippocrates. He has been a Greek mythologist. As well as he used to many natural uses and natural substances to cure pneumonia and such many diseases in those ages, and he did the first amputation process to from spreading of some sort of bacteria, and likely he became the founder of the modern medicine. And Hippocratic oath is the fundamental oath in the medical students become converted as a medical practitioner, and that is the fundamental Bible which we are following. Just I have no doubt on it. But we have to respect. Why? If what is the genealogical algorithm of the innovation of the total medical science? Comparing the medical science, connecting with the anatomical system, connecting with the neurological system, and connecting with the whole system of the human body. Is it perfectly right? Or is it perfectly wrong? Or it is somewhere wrong or somewhere right? That is the question arising to my inner depth of mind while my analysis and research work, when I have started my research on disability management principles of last 3 decades. That given me the confusions totally. Here, the first thing is that if human algorithm is absolutely correct according to the medical thought and neurological thought, why the human disabilities became a condition today? If the biological system is correct according to the modern medical concept and terminology, what is the limit to make it a correct disability into a normal format? There is my question. There is my confusion. I am not asking you a question to you. It is my suggestion, submission to think about that topic. Fundamentally, just to see, we know the genealogy of the innovation of medical science. As per the available records of the Hippocrates, we know just he founded simply one simple juice to resist pneumonia. BC 600, 460. At BC 460. Perfectly, we know according to the history. And after that, adding 1 to 1 formula or suggestions to resist any of or small or big bacterial system, bacterial attack or a small disease are just used to cure with some of the substance available within the surroundings in the form of natural raw level to the chemically excavated level. And there has been the innovation was been developing by adding one by one by many persons, and there is no perfect genealogy available on the development of process of such development in modern medical system. But after year, many of the new drug has been innovated. All the things was being given a substantial importance to cure such a particular disease in all ages. But the developing after one formula for one disease, naturally another disease may occur. Then scientists and researchers run behind that another disease, and their hard working process by the mind and the thought by such of the researchers, naturally they will find out a formula or a solution for that another disease. After solving the same, again it will be just shows in public that is some of another disease. Likely finding out a disease, solving a disease, finding out a disease, solving a disease, finding out a disease, solving a disease. This process is continued till day. And we have to understand perfectly all the pathological science has been developed as following the genealogical aspects of the same pattern of adding one disease and its solution, adding one solution and its solution, identify a disease on the particular process and adding a solution for this, and that had been registered in pathological aspects, and that aspects has been the development of the medical pathology. So by the same time developing the medical terminology and the medical innovations on the drug science system, the pathological science also has been developed parallelly by the both way. And whatever the medical sciences come to upgraded to innovate the drug science. Drug science and surgical science are different. That is exactly we have to think of it. But we are talking about the drug science. Drug science and the surgical science always mentioned according to the development of each and every time innovations of drugs and their formulation and the disease and their resisting drugs and something like. So adding all together the pathology and the terminology. Pathology, drug science. Pathology, medical science. Pathology, surgical science. It has been developed through generations, and at last it ended with a particular format is called the Bible of modern medical science. Here I am thinking about the wrong signature. Exactly, it is a wrong signature because I have to ask a question. According to the statistical establishment, there is more than 12% of disabled children across the world. And this graph is increasing day by day. If the pathology is exactly correct and correlating all the biological system with such disabled children, equally the disease, then why the pathological system fails to identify such a problem, and why the pathological system is not getting an accurate problem finding way which is ruling in disabled? There is my finding about the almost all the medical innovations has been succeeded, but the pathological system and the definition related with the human body has been misspelled somewhere else, and that is not true. And that is why the wrong signature, which I have explained in next episode. Thank you.